When I was going through the interview process at MGM, they told me right up front that my MBA was a big factor in terms of getting the job. My mandate at MGM is to support our 27 global properties and further illustrate why we're the best resort organization globally. We do everything from the cocktail napkins all the way to the billboards you see down the strip. It's about creating that experience of a lifetime for our guests who come here. I earned my MBA from WGU, and now I have a dream job working at MGM.
Once you've experienced the benefits of WGU's affordable, personalized approach to getting your degree online, it's natural to want to tell everyone you meet. Now, there's an easier way to let friends and family know about WGU. Refer a Friend is a platform that makes it easy to tell friends and family about the benefits of WGU and earn rewards. Sign up just once to get a personalized link that you can share with as many people as you want on blogs, emails, forums, and your favorite social media platforms. You can track how many people have checked out WGU from your link and earn cool WGU gear in the process. More referrals, more rewards, more convenient. Sign up today to refer a friend and help us change people's lives through education.
From the Thomas and Mack Center in Las Vegas, Nevada, this is Western Governors University's commencement ceremony for the bachelor's graduates. This is a live broadcast and will be available for live replay on YouTube and WGU's website.
Welcome, everyone, to the 82nd Commencement for Western Governors University. I am Rick Benbow, Regional Vice President at WGU, and welcome to Las Vegas. Graduates, families, and friends, thank you for joining us as we celebrate this special occasion. Our ceremony is being recorded and streamed live over the internet. A special welcome to all of our online viewers joining us across the country and around the world. Florida native Brittany Taylor will sing our national anthem. Brittany is a flight attendant manager instructor with American Airlines. She holds a Bachelor's of Arts in Criminal Justice from the University of South Alabama and earned her Master's of Business Administration degree from WGU. When she is not in the sky, you will find her leading worship at church or spending time with her dog, Tucker. If you are able, please stand for the processional and remain standing for the national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we held at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight for the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets regular, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave for the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Ladies and gentlemen, please take your seats. We would like to thank Brittany Taylor for performing our national anthem. Let's give her another round of applause. Good afternoon and welcome everyone. It is my honor to convene the 82nd commencement of Western Governors University. Today we mark our return to in-person commencements, the first one in nearly 2 years. We're so excited to be with all of you today, and please know that the safety of our graduates, our guests, our faculty, staff, and all attending or supporting this commencement is of utmost importance. And so we thank each and all of you for taking the precautions necessary to allow this event to occur and for us to do it safely. On behalf of the entire university and our Board of Trustees, we welcome our honored graduates and congratulate you on completing one of life's great achievements. Let's give them a round of applause. WGU graduates, this is a day I hope will remain with you forever. Each of you have accomplished something extraordinary. Your graduation is a milestone reached and a dream achieved. It's the culmination of numerous challenges faced and obstacles overcome. Since our founding nearly 25 years ago, WGU has served night owls, those who are working hard and studying late, earning their degrees while you uphold your commitments to your families and to your jobs. And for you, there's been an added layer of complexity. You did it in the midst of a pandemic, right? A period in which you were compelled to adapt and grow in ways probably not previously imagined. So today's milestone represents an unprecedented level of dedication, persistence, creativity, and resilience. And for that, we congratulate and celebrate you. At this moment in history, the world needs individuals exactly like you, those unafraid of new challenges, those with the tenacity to surmount the insurmountable, the flexibility to adapt to new normals, or the foresight to anticipate the unforeseeable, and the commitment to persist, no matter what. Those who have shown us that there's only one way to go, and that is forward. The education you've received here at WGU has prepared you well for such a task. You're now equipped to move yourselves, your families, your employers, and your communities forward. And we know you'll be successful. You join only 33% of adults in the United States who hold bachelor's degrees.
and many of you are graduating today with a family member. We offer a special congratulations to those who are sharing this accomplishment with a loved one. WGU is grateful to be recognized year after year as a military-friendly university. We are proud to honor the military members who are graduating, and we thank you for your service to our country. You may have noticed that our military graduates are proudly wearing red, white, and blue cords today to symbolize their service to our country. We thank these brave individuals, and will you please stand to be recognized? Thank you so much for your service. Also joining us are many of our WGU faculty and staff. Please put your hands together to show your appreciation for their time and dedication they put into their work. And graduates, all of us would be remiss if you don't also extend your congratulations and a hearty applause to all of your family and friends and fans who are here in support of you. Thank you all for your support of these graduates. Since our first graduate in 2000, WGU has awarded more than 250,000 degrees, including 49,000 in 2021 alone. So I'd like to share some facts about today's graduating class. 45% of you are the first in your family to earn a college degree. We extend a special congratulations to you. That's right, you can whoop it up. Your average age is 39 years old, the youngest is 19, and the oldest is 70. "73% of you are women. The average time, And the average time to earn a bachelor's degree was 2 years and 11 months, to which I would like to say, what took you so long? That is amazing. 46 states are represented here today, and the state with the most graduates, with 226 attendees, is California. And our graduate who traveled the farthest to join us today, almost 3,000 miles, is from Maine. You work diligently to reach an educational milestone that will change the course of your own history and influence future generations. Thank you for allowing all of us at WGU to play a part in the fulfillment of your dream. It has truly been our privilege. And now we have the honor of hearing from two of your fellow graduates. I'm delighted to introduce Zachary Johnson, Bachelor of Science, Nursing from Hawaii. And then we'll hear from Adriana Grimes, Bachelor of Science, Business Management from California. Please join me in welcoming Zachary to the lectern.
Welcome, everyone. It's my honor and pleasure to be here with you all today. Special shout out to the nurses. It's been my observation that WGU attracts students from many different backgrounds, with the majority being non-traditional students. It's also been my observation that we have all persevered in the face of adversity. We've overcome obstacles and fought to reach this point in our personal journeys. We've also struggled at times to discover and make our dreams a reality. So today I'd like to share a bit of my academic journey with you and how it led me to achieving my dreams and helping others in paradise, no less. So after graduating high school, I wasn't quite sure what I wanted to do. All I knew was that college was a dream, but I didn't know what I wanted to major in. I learned fairly quickly that it's not the best to take on an endeavor when your heart's not fully in it. Ultimately, I failed my freshman year. I remember calling my mom, "What do I do next? Is this the end of my dream?" I knew that if I joined the military, it could help pay for school, so I joined the Air National Guard and became a firefighter. Even from a young age, I knew that I wanted to help people. While I enjoyed firefighting and helping others in this way, I learned that I liked the emergency response side of that. One day, I was talking to a friend who said he was going to be a nurse. Wow, I'd never even thought about becoming a nurse. I knew immediately by becoming a nurse, I could help others and work in the emergency response field. So I shifted my focus and I enrolled in nursing school, never looking back. It was at that point that I realized that I can accomplish anything if I put my mind to it and work hard enough. So after graduating school, I sold everything I owned, drove to California, and shipped my car across the Pacific Ocean. I decided to pursue my lifelong dream of moving to Hawaii. And that's where the hard work really began. So jobs are almost non-existent for new grad nurses. My goal was to work as a trauma nurse. However, I didn't have the experience I needed to work in the emergency department. Not to be discouraged, I began volunteering with the American Red Cross, and I shadowed nurses in the ER where I wanted to work. In the meantime, I worked odd jobs, including working as a scuba dive master to make ends meet. So I built up my ER experience, and I was fortunate to be hired as a trauma nurse. I was making great strides in my journey. 1 year later, I was working a normal shift in the ER when a coworker approached me. She asked, "Zach, you have your associate's degree, right?" I said, "Yes." She then told me about a program that was inexpensive, 100% online, and I could go at my own pace to finish my bachelor's degree. And that's where WGU became a part of my journey. You know, it's actually funny now. I remember starting that fall, my very first class, I was caught off guard by this new format. I had to do video conferencing with my peers. I was intimidated a little bit. Boy, little did I know that 2020, this would become the new normal. So from the start, WGU has embraced technology that has placed its students on a journey to success, including me. I started this particular journey 4 years ago. These 4 years have been some of the toughest in my life, completely aside from a global pandemic. However, I can say without a doubt that these have been the best 4 years of my life. In these 4 years, I have built a successful career in nursing, met and married the love of my life, met the most amazing group of friends, and purchased a home within walking distance from the beach. My dreams really have come true. So, to my wonderful husband, I say thank you for being patient all of these years. And thank you to all my amazing friends and family who have supported me along this journey to achieving my dreams. I couldn't have done it without you. So to all those out there still chasing your dreams, remember, it's never too late. It's okay to meander a little bit on your journey. My fellow night owls, as non-traditional students, now graduates, I urge you to continue paving the way and being an example for those who will follow in the pursuit of their dreams. Thank you.
Fellow graduates, esteemed WGU faculty and staff, family and friends, my name is Adriana Grimes, and I am both honored and proud to be celebrating with all of you today. The road to where we are today hasn't been easy because we've all been challenged in one way or another. We faced setbacks and roadblocks, but look at where we are. My time at WGU has been long, but well worth it. It took me 6 years to get to this point. What a journey it has been. I am the first of my immediate family to earn a bachelor's degree. Like many of you, I faced challenges while earning my degree. My family always says I have more issues than Vogue magazine. It seemed like there was always something getting in the way of me finishing school. I'm grateful my family is extremely supportive of everything I want to do. When I said I wanted to go back to school, my husband Jason was the first to say, "Baby, go for it." So I did. Shortly after enrolling at WGU, I was overjoyed to start the next chapter of my life. My excitement started to dwindle down after my first term. I found out I was pregnant, and I lost my grandmother later that same year. This was especially tough because next to my mother, my grandmother's the only other woman who ever put me in my place. She gave me the real and the raw and helped shape me into the young woman you see standing before you today. Our first son, Elijah, was born that October. A year later, I lost my grandfather, another person who had a great influence in my life. My grandfather actually worked here at Thomas and Mack Center as a custodian and retired after 20 years of service, leaving his mark. I know he would be incredibly proud. I know he'd be incredibly proud and thrilled for what I have achieved. Talk about a full circle moment. After his passing, I struggled with motivation to work on my program. Let's just say some terms went better than others. I felt overwhelmed with family, work, school, daily responsibilities, you know, life. I lost focus several times, but I never really lost myself. So I stuck with it and decided to kick things into high gear after the birth of our second son, Isaiah. Just when I had a few terms remaining, I developed postpartum depression. And once again, I lost my motivation. I cried so many tears, I would tear myself down and not lift myself up. I barely slept and I felt defeated. My mentor, Arcola Jones, became my prayer warrior and confidant, and she helped push me to the finish line. Our challenges can be the basis of greatness. We can be inspired by them. We are here today because our challenges didn't get the best of us. This pandemic has challenged us for almost 2 years, but it has shown us new heroes. Graduates, it's obvious you can take on and finish a challenge. That's why we're here today. I encourage you to continue working toward your next dream. Strive for greatness and thrive. Turn negative challenges into positive possibilities. You got this. And when you think that you don't, just say to yourself, challenge accepted. My family challenges me to be the absolute best version of myself. There aren't enough words to show my love and appreciation for them. I want to do big things for them, so I take on the long hours. I take on the sleepless nights, #night owl. Yes. I take on the pressure because pressure makes diamonds. So let's go, night owls. Shine bright like a diamond. Thank you.
Thank you both, Zachary and Adriana. Let's give them one more round of applause for their contribution. Zach, not only did you achieve your dreams of earning a degree during a global pandemic, but you served as a nurse, caring for others and working to keep us all safe. So that is a different type of resilience, I think, as only you and so many of your fellow nurses experience. So you should be incredibly proud of that. So thank you. And Adriana, thank you for reminding us that we can, in fact, turn negative things or negative challenges into positive possibilities. And your tenacity and your perseverance is an inspiration to us all. So congratulations to you both for your success. I'd just like to echo something, too, that Zach referenced, is that certainly few of us, if any of us, actually expected a pandemic. But it's fair to say that WGU was not designed for a pandemic, but boy, did it ever amplify our differentiation, huh? So now I'm pleased to introduce our commencement speaker, John Quinones. Known for connecting with audiences and leaving them uplifted and inspired, John delivers a powerful message of believing in oneself, never giving up, and always, always doing the right thing. As host and creator of What Would You Do?, the highly rated Hidden Camera Ethical Dilemma news magazine, John has literally become the face of doing the right thing. It's a role that he has enthusiastically embraced off camera with a popular book and keynote presentations that challenge both business and general audiences to examine the what would you do moments that we face every day. His moving presentations focus on his odds-defying journey, celebrate the life-changing power of education, champion the Latino American dream, and provide thought-provoking insights into human nature and ethical behavior. This work and his many achievements were recently recognized with honorary doctorate degrees from Davis and Elkins College in West Virginia and Utah Valley University. Please welcome John Quinones.
Thank you. There you go. Thank you, Scott. Thank you very much for those kind words. Good afternoon, everyone. Well, I guess I don't have to ask this crowd, what would you do? Because you've already shown us, right? You've already done it. Congratulations. We're really proud of you. It's really, really proud of you. And I know I speak for your families and each one of your mentors when I say that we're all so proud of each and every one of you and your hard work on these well-earned bachelor's degrees. What an awesome accomplishment. You are indeed living proof of the WGU motto and mission that says that lives can be changed for the better by creating pathways to opportunities. And I got to say that you are the most special and most deserving class of graduates and I've spoken to a lot of them, that I've ever spoken to. And that's because of the hard work that you've shown and the determination. You know, in Spanish, we call it ganas, ganas. You truly have proven that ambition never rests. So many of you have done it with full-time jobs and literally working through the night, often long after the kids have been put to bed, while the rest of us, the rest of the world, is sleeping. You know, I'm a child of the civil rights movement. I grew up during the 60s and the 70s, and I love to quote the Reverend Martin Luther King, who once said, "In times of adversity, you gotta have faith. And faith is taking that first step. It doesn't matter if you can't see the entire staircase, just take the first step. Because tomorrow there'll be another step, and the next day, another." And that is exactly what you all have done, step by step. No one has worked harder at earning these precious degrees than you night owls. We all know it wasn't easy, but the fact is, as I've learned, I'm a first-generation college student myself. The greater the difficulty, the greater the glory is in rising above it all. I'm here to humbly offer you a few words of advice, all of it based on my own struggles, my own life, having grown up on the wrong side of the tracks in the barrios of San Antonio, Texas, all of the obstacles that I had to leap over to make my own dreams come true. You know, I was the kid who was never expected to amount to much because my father was a janitor. My mom used to clean houses on the rich part of town in San Antonio because we were also migrant farm workers, because I spoke English with a Mexican accent. I am the child of migrant farm workers who at the age of 13, along with my sisters, Irma and Rosa Maria and my parents, we all journeyed 1,700 miles with strangers in the back of these trucks from San Antonio, Texas to Northport, Michigan, the cherry capital of the world, where we picked cherries for 75 cents a bucket. I remember teetering on the top of these ladders, you know, and it would take me 2 hours to fill that darn bucket for 75 cents. And then we followed the crops like all migrant farm workers do down to Ohio, picking tomatoes for 35 cents a bushel. And man, I was a champion tomato picker. I would do 100 bushels a day. Well, back then, that's $35, right? And my father would do 130 bushels, and my mother would contribute, and my sisters would contribute, and we learned the value of the family coming together, right? In times of adversity, as many of you here have, and pull ourselves up by our bootstraps, you know, to get to the next level. But I'll never forget being on my knees on the cold, hard ground at 6 in the morning, looking at a row of tomato plants that for a young 13-year-old boy's eyes seemed to go on for miles and miles. That's what I had to look forward to that day, picking tomatoes. And my father, Bruno looking down and saying, Juanito, do you want to do this kind of work for the rest of your life, or do you want to get a college education someday? It was a no-brainer. I knew that I didn't want to do that kind of back-breaking work for the rest of my life, but no one believed in me. You know, when I came back to school, to public school in San Antonio, I would ask my teachers in the 9th grade and my counselors in the 10th grade, how do I prepare for the SATs? How do I take the ACTs? How do I take advanced placement classes in math, biology, and English? Do you know what my own teachers would say to me? My own teachers, my own counselors would look at me and say, John, it's wonderful that you have this dream of someday being a television reporter. Because I always was a storyteller. I always wanted to do television. I wanted to be like my hero, Geraldo Rivera on 2020, back when he was doing stories for 2020. And I wanted to be just like Geraldo. But I would ask my teachers, how do I prepare for that? How do I go to college? And they would say, it's great that you have this dream of someday being a TV reporter, but we think you should try wood shop or metal shop or auto mechanics. Not that there's anything wrong with those great trades. A lot of my relatives make a good, hard living doing that kind of work. But I wanted to go to college. And my own teachers and my own counselors, instead of encouraging me, would do what people do on that show, What Would You Do? Every Friday night. They judged me by the color of my skin and the accent in my voice and the fact that no one in my family had ever gone to college. But thank God for my mother, Maria. She was the one who kept pushing and inspiring and motivating me. She was the one who would say to me, mijo, my son, mijo, don't be so embarrassed about having to wear the same clothes to school every other day. We at least wash them, right? They're clean. She would say, mijo, don't be so embarrassed about having to take bean and tortilla tacos for lunch when all the other kids are taking their fancy bologna and white bread. Hey, now we know beans and tortillas have more protein, right? So we got the last laugh on that one. She would say, that doesn't matter, mijo. What matters is what's in here in your cabeza, in your brain, and what matters is what's in here in your corazón, in your heart. She's the one who kept me shooting for the stars. You know, the great African-American poet, Maya Angelou, once wrote in a poem, we all marvel at the beauty of a butterfly, right? We look at a butterfly, and we look at the gorgeous wingspan and the great, gorgeous colors. But seldom do we consider all the changes that that butterfly has to go through to attain that beauty. And I'm no butterfly, but I tell you, we went through some changes. And I did it by simply ignoring the naysayers, those people who said I would never make it. I just kept knocking on doors until finally a few of them were cracked open. I never took no for an answer. And now here I am today, living proof that dreams in this country really can come true. I thank you. And you're proving it too. I've been a television reporter now for most of my life, starting with a story I did that's very close to my heart about illegal immigration. I went undercover in Chicago when I was a local reporter, and I did a story about being a Mexican immigrant and having to come across the border illegally, and I found a coyote, a smuggler, who put me on an inner tube, and I swam across the Rio Grande. That story won me my first Emmy Award. There have been 7, but who's counting, right? That was the first one. And that story brought me to the attention of ABC News, where Geraldo was, right? My dream came true. And then I spent a couple of decades covering all of Latin America as a reporter, from the Amazon jungles of Brazil and Venezuela to Nicaragua and Salvador, Panama, Cuba, covering the multitude of civil wars that were going on down there. I was always trying to shine the light of journalism on stories that too often no one else was telling. And stories that as a Latino reporter I could go to and maybe bring a deeper understanding to it because of where I come from, right? You talk about the importance of integration and diversity and inclusion. That ABC, because they had a Latino reporter covering that part of the world, they wound up getting more Emmy Awards. That is what it's all about. And then more recently, of course, I created this other show called What Would You Do?, which is all about ethics And we're not on the air right now, but we're going to bring it back next year. ABC tells me they want us back, so we'll come back. And thank you. I can hardly wait. We've got a lot of material to work with these days. It's a show about ethics and morals, fighting injustice, doing the right thing. The show that teaches us valuable lessons that I implore that all of you graduates practice as you embark on your new careers and professions. I want you to do everything you can with a good heart and a great sense of compassion. Always remember what and who helped you get here. Don't forget where you come from. Have pride in your community, your culture, your family. When you ride that elevator of success all the way up to the penthouse level, don't forget to send that elevator back down for those who are still waiting down there. Or hand up. I want you to go back to your communities and encourage young folks in your neighborhoods who are still struggling to find their dreams and make them come true just like you have made them come true. There will always be times in your careers when you will face your own what would you do moments. I know I have. And you will be pulled in different directions. Always try to choose the righteous one, the more benevolent path. As global citizens, we have to do a much better job of taking care of those among us with the least. Make a commitment to yourselves, a daily reminder to never lose sight of how important it is to make someone feel better. Ask yourselves, what do I want my legacy to be? In 20, 30, 40 years from now, do you want to look back on your work and your careers and simply say, oh, I made a lot of money. I got that nice big house. I got that fancy car. Of course, that's all well and good, but make sure that you're also able to say, I made a difference in the world. I helped people one-on-one. I gave back to my community. I lent a helping hand. I spoke up when I witnessed injustice. I gave a voice to the voiceless. And do that not just because it looks good. The true test of a person's character, and we found out what it is by doing What Would You Do? We were reminded of it. The true test of a person's character is not what we do when everyone's watching. That's too easy. The true test of a person's character is what we do even when no one is watching. And I leave you with this thought. The great John Quincy Adams, the former American president, once said that to become a leader, you have to inspire others to dream more, to learn more, to do more, to become more. Now, you're all leaders. You become so much more than you were when this journey of yours started. So I want you to go out there with pride and conviction and lead and inspire the rest of the world. Once again, congratulations to all of you graduates. May you all have a great Thanksgiving and a blessed Christmas, all right? Love you all. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you, John, for sharing your story about the power of education. And you have much in common with the graduates joining us here today. And I applaud you for breaking down barriers to achieve your dreams. You are an inspiration, and we appreciate your sharing your heartfelt message. Now we'll hear from Dr. Lucas Kavli, who will confer degrees. So, Dr. Kavli.
Thank you, Scott. Very much appreciate it. We now get to recognize each of our bachelor's degree graduates. So would the candidates for bachelor's degrees and for post-baccalaureate teacher preparation endorsements please rise if you are able? That means stand up. All of you, if you can. There we go. Now we're coming. It's upon the favorable recommendation of our faculty and the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees and the member governors of Western Governors University that I hereby confer upon each of you the bachelor's degree or the endorsement that you have earned. It includes the Bachelor of Arts, the Bachelor of Science, the Bachelor of Science in Nursing, or the Post-Baccalaureate Teacher Preparation Endorsement with all the rights and privileges thereto appertaining. Congratulations to each one of you. You may move your tassel from the right to the left of your mortarboards. This is an important milestone in each of your lives, and I want to congratulate you on this achievement. Will you please be seated for just a moment? The following leaders from each of our colleges are going to now invite graduates to the stage for each of your moments in the spotlight. First and foremost, we'll hear from Mr. Casey Clark, the Business Programs Director for the College of Business. Second, we'll hear from Mr. Scott Jones. He's the Vice President of Academic Operations for the College of Health Professions. Thirdly, we'll hear from Dr. Andy Iganor. He is the Associate Dean, and he's Director of Academic Programs for the College of Information Technology. And lastly, we'll hear from Dr. Aaron Popham. He's the Academic Vice President and Dean of the Teachers College. Casey.
Good afternoon, College of Business. We're first. On behalf of the faculty, staff, and leadership of the College of Business, I want to congratulate each and every one of you on this tremendous occasion. This is your moment, so please go ahead and stand, and we're going to have you come forward at the direction of the marshal to be recognized individually.
Marlisa Keys.
Jocelyn Dwyer.
Kelsey Buffington.
Chastity Swope.
Elizabeth Rolls.
Deanna Phillips.
Eternity Alibo.
Gregory Garcia.
Stephanie Orr.
Travis Robertson.
Brittany Spiker.
Catherine Rasnick.
Antonio Duarte Jr.
Kimberly Cowger.
Belisa Cook Harrison.
Cassie Hammond.
Heidi Brady.
Alicia Gordon.
Dana Hassenkamp.
Latoya Terry.
Michael Carollo.
Tracy Penn.
Josefa Franco.
Joshua Roberts.
Adriana Marie Grimes.
Ronald Reyes.
Richard Cassell.
Marisol Cruz.
Courtney Escobedo.
Sarah Myers.
Orlade Jamo.
Kimberly Lee.
Catherine Ann Rono Campbell.
John Parker.
Jacqueline Anderson.
Deirdre Kinser.
Nicole Peralta.
Sultana Tadras.
Jessica Skubal.
Jess Halstead.
Teresa Robertson.
Art Boitez.
Balin Carmichael.
Amazi Akshanabari Harris.
Colby Prather.
Leslie Cherry
Sarah Duncan.
Daniel Ingram.
Heather Kleemeyer.
Shauna Simmons.
Rosemary Kathleen Corbin.
Sandra Tyers.
Brianna Grayler.
Deborah Macias.
Nicole Larkin.
Susan Kakiki.
Norma Solorio Fuentes.
Chippo Edmonds.
Felipe Maderal Jr.
Amanda Huff.
Todd Hoffer.
Brandy Valetti.
Kenneth Youssef.
Yimling Halstead.
Michonne Mills.
Stacy Lynn Alerco.
Belina Johnson Chewy.
Latoya Washington.
Laurie Miner.
Pamela Allen.
Taniko Jones.
Brian Kirchival.
Jeannie Brewer Kinnan.
William Collins.
Casey Call.
Danielle Litwin.
Catherine Kirchival.
Donna Lindenmeyer.
David Chrysostomo.
Casey Brennan.
Lisa Uchek.
Matthew Compton.
Christopher Sanders.
Thomas Bennett.
Donna Bigler.
Sierra Draper.
Arti Sachdev.
Zamani Gibbs.
Roberto Sayet.
Maria Isabel Sanchez.
Dawn Ponder.
Susan Lynn Mushat.
Shamsi Romero.
Emily Sammons.
Tara Subra.
Richard Patterson.
Jonathan Hudspeth.
Jennifer Jewett.
Summer Buck.
Joanne Acosta.
Terry Dyson.
Brandon Carr.
Laura McLean.
Nanette Sparks.
Michael Johnson.
Jesse Martinez.
Patrick Carpenter.
Brenda Mendez.
Rocio Leon.
Sarah Vasquez.
Tracy Kalesi.
Dara Fall.
Marlette McKinney.
Vaughn Johnson.
Brianna Wade.
Cesar Gonzalez.
Tiffany Davis.
David Deagle.
Melanie Kingston.
Louis Alarcon Elias.
Nicole Delap.
Mark Peterson.
Andrea Suchovich.
Andrew Gibson.
Catherine Lopez.
Daniel Shorty.
Bruce Sandoval.
Melissa Sanchez.
Lauren Villarreal.
Lara Kester.
Robert Bruce.
Scott Lilly.
April Christian Paragas.
Juana Valdivia.
Chris Wynn.
Christopher Klinkner.
Alfred Vargas.
Leah Friedenberg Corning.
Ryan Crocker.
Diana Martin.
Stephanie Juan.
Francesca Bell.
Aisha Molina.
Sylvia Severson.
Courtney Mock.
Amelia Fontenot.
Dennis Nichols.
Maria Isabel Garcia.
Erica Jenkins.
Karam Ostrom.
Rebecca Jones.
Ashley Brewer.
Kenjal Kansara.
Tyler Fields. Dolly Cavani. Scott Sipe. Ricardo Eugene Spence. Preston Tucker. Congratulations to the graduates of the College of Business.
College of Health Profession grads, are you there? We want to congratulate you, our faculty and staff, and also thank you for your resiliency in the face of this global pandemic. And we would like to invite you with the first row to please come forward at the direction of the marshal to be recognized individually.
Yvonne Dominguez.
Matthew Villarreal.
Deanna Zieta.
Sarah Johnson.
Terry Daniels.
Lillian Kariuku.
Zachary Johnson.
Faith Kariuki.
Talia Chen.
Leah Nanakuni.
Daryl Lynn.
Monica Perryman.
Zuriel Uy.
Brittany Carswell.
Michelle Cruz Yoon.
Samuel Omalade.
Trammell Muldrow.
Lilia Simpson.
Jemima Kariuki.
Joy Ashwood.
Nicole Anaya.
Kyle Black.
Diana Fernandez.
Kara Bellows.
Angela Berrigan.
Tamara Wood.
Kiana Corprew.
Sunday Yomes.
Victoria Purpura.
Lynn C.
Geneva Perez.
Daniel Raju Burnett.
Maya Como.
Carla Woodland.
Valerie Della Vega.
Lourdes Lolette Anthony.
Celestina Ezegi.
Bertram Okorocha.
Antoinette Tima.
Claudia Galindo.
Rebecca Solis.
Shannon Testa.
Charmaine Noble.
Teresa Rodriguez.
Aaron Grimes.
Elizabeth Iskander.
America McPeak.
Amy Newsham.
Catherine Portocarrero.
Yvette Wosetiak.
Amy Britt.
Paula Calhoun.
Leilani Solomon.
Alexis Hunt.
Gloria Armenta.
Josephine Clarice Santos.
Mary Liza Isaac.
Wendy Close.
Jacqueline Hargett.
Jonica Rutledge. Rachel Valenzuela Otico. Sophia Coley. Joanna Mina. Christine Michelle Sandoval. Precious Barajic. Tracy Robinson. Congratulations to the graduates of the College of Health Professions.
College of IT graduates, you did it. Congratulations. So please rise and follow the direction of the marshal and just come on stage so we can recognize you individually.
Yeah, you.
Armand Vasquez.
Carrie Hack.
Andrew Gibson.
Jeff Bush.
Corey Lane.
Caleb Walker.
John Paul Ho.
Ryan Flores.
Skylar Myers.
Richard Forbes.
Scott Murray.
Jerry Sharon.
Emiliano Pando.
Gregory Sawyer.
Chetelfo Espero.
Amy Erickson.
Victor Nieves.
Eric DeGiorgio.
Justin Hilliard.
Jacob Rep.
Timothy Daniels.
James Stokes.
Shane Essery.
Paul Killens.
Nicholas Rosario.
Sandra Rim.
Kevin Merrill.
David Baker.
Candace Mahaffey.
Jason Mora.
Rodrigo Palma.
David Kirshner.
Jose Frias.
James Newman Jr.
Eliza Silvera.
Chelsea Howard.
Dave Rice.
Alberto Carballo.
Redito Pineda Jr.
Juan Soberanes.
Alberto Garcia.
Dominic Patino.
Christina Dudaklian.
Anita Trombino.
Dashel Ruiz Perez.
Austin Anderson.
Shantae Lovendal.
Ted Reyes.
Elena Folsom.
Jesse Dixon.
Melak Bieni.
Alexander Davila.
Jose Vasquez.
Sandra Ortega.
Jesus Vigo.
Abhijit Shinde.
Edgar Miranda.
Ramsey Lawson.
Loretta Warner.
Aussie Newborn. Congratulations to the graduates of the College of Information Technology.
Good afternoon, Teachers College. You made it. On behalf of the college leadership, the faculty and staff, we congratulate you on this milestone and your perseverance and completion of your field experience. Please, graduates, will you please rise and follow the instructions of the marshals and come forward and be individually recognized.
Kimberly Nygaard.
Faith Irwin.
Sabina Smith.
Kristen Gray.
Amanda Verity.
Sarah Wallace.
Natasha Peterson.
Chantal Richmond.
Alexandra Shantea.
Guillermina Magana.
Elena Clow.
Martin Christensen.
Jennifer Nieves.
Shannon Collier.
Tom Peters.
Malia Simpson Yeaton.
Sherry Todd.
Sarah Stakely.
Carissa McGill.
Brittany Larson.
Tamara Sue Roush.
Rebecca Cornelius.
Oriana Mullenix.
Jennifer Lynn Hunt Gran.
Miranda Suimatsu.
Catherine Pelton.
Jeremy Musser.
Philip Brewer.
Alyssa Mathis.
Melissa Castellano.
Armando Gonzalez Jr.
Samantha Carr.
Sarah Melton.
Monica Avenado Mateos.
Terry Buck.
Mary Beth Wood.
Colette Duran.
Courtney Gilbert.
Michelle Hickman.
Elizabeth White.
Nikki Fuentes Alderman.
Shara Hawks.
Melinda Holguin.
Talise Flint.
Christy Lewis.
Angie Hafen.
Nicole Sherman.
Corey Leckie.
Brittany Rector.
Danielle Snow.
Lori Myers.
Paige Tanner.
Amber Atterbury.
Natalie Pratt.
Derek Watson.
Farah Proctor Darbo.
Karen Cotes.
Yolanda Watson Johnson.
Christina Roderick.
Shankendriana Simpson.
Madeline Bianca Hamilton.
Philip Brown Jr.
Wesley Elenice.
Jillian Doddart.
Crystal Losing.
Catherine Himes Ally. Caitlin Lee. Jessica Lee Pence. Congratulations to the WGU Teachers College graduates.
Graduates, please accept our sincere congratulations, and everyone, let's give them one more round of applause. You know, as I stand before you in our first in-person commencement in nearly 2 years, I'm reminded that WGU's upcoming 25th anniversary milestone is in large part because of graduates like you. You now join a thriving, fast-growing network of more than 250,000 WGU alumni. Welcome to this amazing community, and we invite you to stay engaged by visiting wgu.edu/alumni. I'd like to also take this moment to recognize and thank the graduates wearing blue and gold philanthropy cords. We'd like to thank you for your generosity and support of WGU's Fellow Night Owl Scholarship. Philanthropy cords are not only a physical symbol of a graduate's commitment to WGU, but they also support a legacy that will last for generations to come. Thanks to the incredible support of these alumni and those thousands of alumni before them, more than $140,000 has been raised for the Fellow Night Owl Scholarship Program to date, which has helped more than 100 students cross the finish line to graduation. Thank you sincerely for your support in helping your fellow night owls succeed. The degree you have earned at WGU will create new pathways to opportunity. But it is important to remember that commencement is not the end. It represents a new beginning. Whatever you choose to do, do it really, really well, and great things will follow. We ask and invite you to be bold. Learning is a lifelong journey, and I urge you, as you continue your journey, to reach out to others in the pursuit of their dreams. Identify meaningful ways to contribute to your communities, and help us find our way as a country to unite and create a better and brighter future for future generations. Over the past 2 years, during a time of tremendous tumult and challenge, I've witnessed something truly remarkable. I've seen our already strong students become stronger, more resilient. You have risen to this moment. Given the opportunity, every person has something big to contribute. By pivoting and pushing forward, you have achieved your goal, and in doing so have changed the lives of your families and your communities. At WGU, we have a commitment to serving and uplifting our communities. I challenge you today to make that same commitment. The world needs you more than ever. You've proven you can do hard things at just the right time, because there are a few hard things out there that need doing. I'm reminded of a quote from Edward Everett Hale, a 19th century social reformer. He said this, "I'm only one, but still I am one. I cannot do everything, but still I can do something. And because I cannot do everything, I will not refuse to do the something that I can do." As we close today, I hope you'll take a moment to reflect on the pride you felt during this ceremony. Thank you for letting us be a part of your educational journey and to celebrate with you. As you celebrate, please share your excitement on social media using the hashtag WGUgrad. And I'd like to do my part in that by taking my phone with its camera and taking a selfie with all of you as my background. So I'm going to invite John up here again if we like to take a selfie together. Yeah, let's do it. So ham this one up for me if you could. That'd be great.
All right, here we go.
All right. Oh, one more. Hold on.
Hold on, one more.
Hit the wrong button. All right, there we go. Awesome. Thank you so much. We'll take that one. This now concludes our ceremony. Thank you again all for joining us. Have a wonderful afternoon.